Welcome back, guys. Here we have another 2-0 after the 3-minute break here. Samsung, in fact, over the Jin Air Green Wings. We had two pretty incredible games there played by the two Samsung players. One was very nicely done TVT by Bravo. Another one was a very nicely executed all-in by Deer.
Yeah, and now it comes down to Journey versus Trap. Trap has to win this to keep them in it. Otherwise, they just take a quick 3-0. But I think if Trap takes it over Journey, SOS should take it over Reality, and they should go to an ace match.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. I was thinking before that this would go to an ace match, but after having Bravo win that first one, Samsung definitely does have a chance here. You do see that it is split here 3-3, me, you, and Daehyun going for Journey, and the MC over there, Kanata and Wolf, going for the other guy, Trap.
Indeed. The map is Iron Fortress as well, mind you. You know, one of those bigger open maps. Still good for drops though, and great for Hellions. So no doubt we're probably going to see some pretty good Hellions in the map. Try for those run bys, try to pressure the front. It's going to force Trap to kind of turtle up a little bit, block the ramp with Stalkers, which could leave his main a little bit more open to drops. But here we go, introducing the players. Journey. 1 and 2 versus Protoss. 4 and 3 overall.
Yeah, like we said before, he's a very smart player. He plays here for Samsung. He's playing against some of the best players in the world, and he's 4-3. Used to be part of SKT.
Yeah, that's right. Never got really any playtime though. Never really found it out of that B teamer.
Yeah, same as Bravo, you know? Yeah. Coming over here to Samsung, trying to make a name for themselves. These two Terran players, they got a lot of potential. And we're beginning to see it slowly. And I'm liking it.
Yeah, I actually am a big fan of Journey. I think he's a very talented player, and he's worked very hard to get here. And we've been seeing him, you know, improve more and more in Pro League when we do get to see him come out. It's another big shot here today. If he can close things out for Samsung, it's going to put them in such a great place going into round 4 like this.
Well, on the other side here for the Jin Air Green Wings, it is Trap. 5-3, 1-1. He's had some success abroad, and you know, he's a pretty strong player, but he still doesn't come out all that often for the Jin Air Green Wings.
Yeah, a lot of people consider him to be a pretty, what's the term, Valdez? The underhyped player, I guess, underestimated sort of player. He's never put out that often, but he is a great player when he does. He plays fantastically, but yeah, it's kind of interesting that we don't see him come out as often as we think he should.
Underrated.
Underrated, thank you.
He definitely is. He's an extremely smart player, extremely good Protoss, but let's see what he's going to be able to do here against Journey. We're favoring Journey, but it really could go either way here on Iron Fortress. Let's jump into it right now. Up here in the top right in the blue from Samsung Galaxy Con, the Terran player, it is Journey.
Down here in the bottom right for Jin Air Green Wings, has to win this game no matter what. It is Trap.
All the pressure now on Trap and even on Journey. Like you were saying before, we really do not favor Reality in his chances against SOS.
No, I think they have to do it here if they want to try and win this match, because no doubt Maru will come out in that ace match as well, and Maru is an absolute beast when the time comes. He will go bio next time against Bravo, I promise you.
It's going to be a totally different map,
actually. It's actually a very good point, and that map will be terraformed.
Yeah, 2-player map. I think you definitely could go bio on that map easily. Or at least like bio tank.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad for mech either, that kind of map, but you know, smaller, more intimate map, Valdez. A lot more drops will be happening.
More intimate. You can get closer to your opponent.
Exactly.
You get to know like what his favorite food is, and more about his past relationships and stuff.
And watch him just a little bit more. See what he does.
I'm sure you can ask Bravo about his time on SKT and how it was like living with all his youngs in the house.
Sure, it'd be very interesting to know about that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, just seeing a standard sort of opening here with the Rax Gas. Most likely going to be a Reaper in this kind of map. Want to scout everything. Probably going to go for a couple of Reapers, perhaps, into Hellions from there. Look for those, looks for the probe damage early. Would be my guess, Valdez. That or a quick factory.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see what he does here. Unfortunately, Trap going the opposite way in his scouting pattern. It's going to be a very long time until he sees what Journey has going on, but once he sees that Reaper, he'll have a decent idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Already, Trap doing a nice little Sim City there. It's going to block out that Reaper from doing too much probe damage when the time comes. And I'm curious to see how many Reapers we're going to see come out of this. I wonder if it's going to be 2 or 3. I mean, 2 or 1. 1 or 2. There we go.
You got it, Moonblade.
I got this.
Our brains are still fried. They were flying in the air for a while. But
fried chicken, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be a reactor after this.
Yeah. Maybe you have that, well, just reactor to start things off. Looks like Trap will complete his Zealots. Just use that to get rid of this annoying SCV. Or no. No, yeah, there it is. Okay.
He shouldn't have made a Zealot.
He really, you know, if he was going to pull the second probe here, would have been enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he decided to make that Zealot. Maybe just super paranoid that it was going to come. And he actually gets a probe for his efforts as well. And it's going to be that Nexus. So maybe a little bit of a mistake there. Or maybe he's just going to plan to use it just to help block the ramp from these Hellions that could come out.
I suppose, but it will be kited for a while by
sorry,
the Reaper.
I was going to say, look at this. We're actually seeing 2 more racks go down. So it is going to be a bit of a bio timing behind this as well.
What do you think about that? That's going to be...
I think this is fantastic. I think it's probably one of the least expected for this map. You know, a lot more tech sort of builds are opening up on this map. You see a lot more Hellions come early, kind of pressure, which is why we do see that safety pylon at the bottom of the ramp to help block.
Yeah.
Because it's such a common occurrence. So throwing out 3 racks like this, you could even see like a timing, you know, with concussive shells and combat shields perhaps, or a really fast stim timing.
Yeah, unfortunately for Journey, everything did get scouted by that probe of Trap.
Yeah,
so
that doesn't help.
Whatever surprise he was going for with this kind of build is going to be kind of null. We do see a Twilight Council here because he knows he's not really going to need that detection for a while. So he can just go for that blink early, deal with the possible harass. Looks like combat shields.
Okay, yeah. Combat shields make sense, you know, because he already got the reactor so early on the first reactor, he's going to be pumping out a lot of Marines.
Oh, this is like a bomber build.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dark Shrine.
Ooh. All right. Not a bad choice either.
Oh, but the Reaper's going to get in the base.
They're going to find it.
Oh, that block with the probes.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's so huge.
Why it's there. Beautifully done. The Dark Shrine on the bottom left of that base.
You know, but he may have noticed that the Twilight Council was not upgrading anything.
Possibly. Yeah, if he was looking hard enough. I'm sure he was. That could definitely lead to something here. Let's see if he throws out an engineering base.
He does.
Oh, he does.
I think he knows.
Yeah, he's got a fair idea. Little tingle might be the case. He's going to move out now. It's going to line up nicely with that combat shield. And there's not much at home besides his potential DTs that are going to help out against this.
Yeah, one scan that'll be focused down immediately, and he's really going to have to rely on that photon overcharge.
Ooh, the Zealot. Yeah. Is the Zealot actually going to go in, or is it just going to stay out front? Because if it goes in, that's huge. If it stays out front, it's bad. All right, it's going to poke the front.
But I'm not sure if he saw. I don't think he knows. The positioning of Journey's units are over to the right.
Oh, man, this could be very bad. But we are seeing warp-ins, and they're actually towards the natural.
Oh, look at this. He's going to catch both Stalkers here for free.
This is huge. He's actually going to get to work on the mothership, I think.
Oh, look at that. There's already a turret at the front. These 2 DTs are going to go down for no damage at all. Journey is doing so much damage here in the natural. 10 probes already go down.
Going to force the force field on the ramp. Perhaps we're just going to back out and wait. But, man, 10 probes going down at this point. The DT is doing absolutely no damage. This is insanely huge for Journey right now.
Sick build. Even though Trap was able to see all the racks coming up, he didn't know the timing, I suppose, and he had his Stalkers in a terrible position.
Yeah, you know what? That Zealot was too late to the front of that base because he looked at the front and he was like, okay, something's up there. I'm not going to go too far in. He completely missed the bio.
It's almost like he was faking a defense against like maybe the possible blink at a trap that the Reaper had seen.
Yeah, I think
so. Trap was like, oh, he's going to be defensive. He thinks I'm going to go blink on him.
Yeah, exactly.
But actually, no.
Completely wrong. Completely miscalled. Completely out of position. And he took a big chunk of his economy for it. But, you know, the game isn't over just yet. There's quite a supply advantage for Journey, but Journey's got to close it out here. And it's going to be up to Trap to defend against everything that comes his way from now on in.
Well, here's one DT in the main. There's already a turret in the mineral line, but maybe able to get some kills. That War Prism's following pretty close behind. They can pick him up if he needs to get out, and there you go. 3 kills, not bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all. You can see that pylon get wiped out just outside the natural as well.
Oh man, those 2 pylons there are so late. Going to be supply blocked here for a while. He did make an immortal and an extra gate.
I do like the immortals. I do like an immortal. It's going to help out. I think it's like a great sort of idea against these bio-heavy players. The bio-heavy style we do see these days because they're always stimming in, trying to focus down the important units. So if you got an immortal there, you're doing mad damage to anything that comes close.
Exactly. You see Terrans all the times. It's like usually 4 or 5 Marauders. They're like the small task force, the Colossus sniping task force. And if you can target your immortal on those Marauders, they go down like flies.
Yeah. Just way too much damage there. We are seeing a Bioforce move on the map once again to start applying that pressure. Maybe look for a double drop to the main if Trap isn't suspecting it.
2 DTs in this War Prism. And not much back at home right now for Journey if they drop on top of the Marines.
Well, Marines could stim, maybe take down that War Prism, then the DTs are stuck. One option.
Look at this. We got more pressure here at a Journey. Should be able to snipe this gateway. Warp gate here.
Some forces out that phone and overcharge as well.
Very nice.
A clean bit of harassment there.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. The Marines in position.
Man, he's on top of this defense like nothing else.
Yeah. It's fantastic. And now he's going for Vikings. I kind of like this because he's so far ahead, and the Colossus number for Trap is going to be really low for a long time. So he can get so many Vikings out before, you know, there's too many Colossi, and maybe go for a big push here in the mid game. Yeah,
it's such the opposite style that we see like Mario usually go for, or the like Dream even. Like he's going to get like that perfect amount of Vikings very early on here to crush it. Because you know what the scary thing on this kind of map, or the most expected thing, especially from Protoss, is 2 base timings. If he's going to throw out a few Colossus, plus some Immortals, and keep warping and stuff on 2 base, most likely he's going to go for a timing. And we did see that recently in DreamHack 2, I believe. I think Fantasy lost to Patience. Might have even been on this map, actually, in that style.
Yeah. Well, look at this. We already see Trap transitioning out of Colossus. He's going to make 2, and then he's going to go straight back into Immortals. He's getting charged. He's getting the Templar Archives.
I think he's fixing for an Archon, perhaps.
Yeah.
A couple of Archons behind this, because he needs a 3rd base if he really wants to go into a healthy amount of Storm.
For sure. I think it's definitely going to be those Archons.
Yeah.
Try to get some money force fields. Use your 2 Colossus in the back, I suppose, to hold for now.
Yeah, he's also going for +1 attack, which leads us to believe he's going to go for a very aggressive build. He isn't trying for the late game here.
Ooh, Storm. Okay, he is going to commit to that on 2 base here.
It's interesting, man. Well, I guess from here on out, he's planning to invest in a lot of Zealots, because he is going to charge already. So it's one thing to consider as well. But, you know, if it's going to be on 2 base, it's going to be hard to get everything up and running at the same rate Journey is. And, I mean, Journey's already making 3 ghosts.
Yeah, Journey's on top of this play so far.
Yeah,
this is what we were expecting out of this guy. He's a very strong Terran.
He is a great player, and he's making all the right calls right now. And I can't wait to see what he's planning to make from this factory. Is he going to go for Widow Mines? Because that'd be cool. I would be cool with Widow Mines right now, but Hellbats would also be fantastic.
He continuously scans and like gets a read on what his opponent is doing. I think he also caught the Templar Archives there, so I'm sure he's got a very good idea of what Trap is fixing for.
Look at this. Does Journey want to try and engage his army? He's going to be on top of him. He's going to actually find it and spin back. Very close there. If his army gets force fielded out and his medibacks get feedback, it could be big problems.
Really nice kiting here for now. Looks like Trap's trying to split up a bit, but small task force coming forward. 3 force fields here for 2 Marauders. Not terrible, but he loses a Stalker and a couple of Zealots too. Once those Ghosts join up with the army, I think Journey can just crush it.
Yeah, he'd be in a great place to do so. And Storm is finished now there.
I mean, that army, EMP is the direct counter.
Yeah.
You get 6 Ghosts out here, 8 Ghosts even.
Oh, man.
And Widow Mines.
Yeah. I'm so happy we're seeing Wintermines, by the way. Great choice of this composition. It's all going to be about positioning more than anything else there. There's still 2 Colossus with him as well.
This is also so smart. Journey's like, okay, I know I'm ahead. All I have to do is stop the drops coming in, the harass from the Protoss that would pull me all the way back, and now I can go for the attack.
Oh, and look at those Wintermines as well with this army. And now the Ghost in position, looking for these EMPs. They might get them. Huge EMPs.
They get so many of those High Templars, the Immortals as well, and even the Colossi.
Oh, it's going to be a hard fight. Beautiful concave at the bottom of this ramp here. The Storms might be what evens it up, though.
Really nice Storms, in fact. Going to get most of that bio, and a lot of the Zealots at the top getting focused down by the Widow Mines. Everything is going down.
Oh, more reinforcements coming in, though, but more as well from Journey. Is he got enough to clutch his army? He does.
Wow. 3-0 for Samsung.
Journey.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's a beautiful play from Samsung. I'm so happy. Finally see them get a good win like this.
Yeah.
They're coming into the strongman round 4.
Against Jin Air of all teams. You know, they use one of their less played players in Trap as well as Tech there in the second game. They're going to pay for it. Samsung gets that 3-0. Looking really strong.
Sick wins there. Oh, man. It's great to see the Terrans finally getting some work done from Samsung as well. Bravo and Journey really lifting already.
Also, Deer just doing his job, you know. Nicely executed all in. One of those games that's not really going to go down in the books, but you get a win, and that's all he needs. Damn, man. That play out of Bravo as well earlier on. Just insane mech TVT, and then from here, Journey just like giving us all a lesson on how to deal with Protoss.
Yeah, he looked so polished for that game. He made every right choice. His positioning was fantastic. His unit composition choices, he was so on top of them.
Yeah.
He made them all at the perfect amount of time, like perfect right time. He had Vikings out when he needed to. He had Ghosts out before he needed them. Yeah. And it just led up to the perfect engagements.
I also love the, very free use of scams. He was like continuously scanning over and over, sacrificing some mules, sacrificing some economy, but that's why he was able to be so far ahead in terms of unit composition. Like the second he saw another Immortal come out, he's like, all right, Ghost. And then he gets like 6 or 8 of them by the time he's got that huge Zealot with Charged Army and the High Templars and the Immortals. But here is the 3-0 result, as we were talking about. Bravo over Maru, Deer over Czech.
Just some crazy upsets today. And we won't see Maru gain any more points today. Just another extra loss. And we do see Innovation jump up a rank. Sue jump up 2. Taking that easy win over Bung Bung.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of those guys up near the top are happy that Maru was able to go down today.
Yeah. That would have given him a clear lead.
Kind of sad we don't get to see SOS, to be honest. He's always a really fun player, especially in PvT, but
yeah, I mean,
maybe next time.
That's the risk you run, putting a player 4th like that as well. Such a strong player. Like, you probably want him a little bit early just so you can guarantee that 4th game no matter what.